Cuba for former leader Fidel Castro. The caravan carrying his ashes took off again this morning.
The procession of more than 500 miles began in Havana and is expected to end this afternoon in Santiago de Cuba, the final resting place for Fidel Castro. We're following the caravan and memorials for Castro live from Cuba.
Our crew's now in Santiago de Cuba. Calvin Hughes joins us to begin our team coverage this morning. And good morning to you, Calvin.
Todd and Nikki, good morning. And the work continues here at the main plaza in Santiago de Cuba. Take a look right behind me. You can see those workers have been out all night and into the morning here, getting those barricades ready for crowd control. They're also setting up the stage you can see there. This is a major rally that's going to take place. It's similar to the one that happened in Havana on Tuesday night, where thousands of people attended that, along with world leaders and dignitaries. They all came to remember Fidel Castro. Let's show you now what happened earlier today when we came out here to the main plaza in Santiago. There was a political rally that took place. People were yelling, basically, "We are for Fidel, Raul is Fidel, Fidel is Raul," as they chanted up and down this main plaza here just on the outskirts, just outside the barricades. But that happened early this morning. Let's take a look now at the caravan that is leaving or left Holguín earlier and then headed into Granma. Let's take a look at that. This is what the video looked like as Castro's ashes were loaded into a truck just after 7 o'clock this morning. The caravan took off from the province of Granma on its journey here to Santiago de Cuba. It's about an 80-mile trek. Now, as I talked about, no minute is wasted here as people begin to prepare to welcome world leaders. More than 20 presidents and prime ministers from all around the globe are going to be here to remember Fidel Castro. Let's take a look back at how they are trying to prepare the main plaza as Santiago remembers Fidel Castro.
Last-minute preps in Santiago for the mass rally Saturday to remember Fidel Castro, who died 1 week ago Friday. The stage is set in the main plaza, barricades in place for crowd control. In 1959, Castro's Cuban Revolution promised to end racial discrimination. Nearly 60 years later, Santiago's population said to be nearly 80% Afro-Cuban, many descendants of former slaves. So we asked some residents, did the revolution miss its mark? She says there is no racism or color. There is only one heart, Fidel Castro. The Cuban people is a mixture, she says, black, white, mulatto, and we love each other, and we are moved by his death. Horacio Piedra says he fought alongside the revolutionary rebels nearly 60 years ago. He says, for me, Castro hasn't died. He's still alive, and that's how I'm going to remember him in my time on Earth. Despite being in favor of the revolution, this man complained about the lack of help from the Cuban government after Hurricane Sandy left his home in disrepair 4 years ago. He says, look at the conditions. And soon after, our conversation and TV cameras led longtime residents on the block to show us, even after his death, Castro's Cuba lives on in their hearts and minds.
We want to show you now where Sunday's funeral is going to take place. Fidel Castro will be buried interred in the Santa Ifigenia Camp Cemetery. That is not far from this main plaza here. It is a long way from Havana, though, but close to his roots, and another well-known Cuban hero and a freedom fighter of independence, Jose Marti, and Castro will be interred at a mausoleum there. Let's show you now some of the world leaders that I talked about who will be in attendance here. Former Spanish King Juan Carlos I, Castro's wife, Dalia, and some of his 11 children are expected to attend as well. And Hollywood actors are expected to be on hand. Actor Danny Glover will be here, but someone who will not be in attendance, Fidel Castro's sister, his estranged sister, Juanita Castro, who is a Miami exile. Joining me now, Glenna Melberg, who had a chance to talk with a dissident yesterday. And he had some really poignant things to say, not to mention the dissidents have sort of been out of the spotlight out of respect for the death of Fidel Castro.
Yes, and in fact, they are doing that by design. We understand there are people here, government opposition, that just don't want to use this week to give the government any reason to come after them any more than they might already. We did find one government opposer, very vocal man, who did consent to sit down with us last night.
Moments after we connected with Rafael Molina in a public park, we were told our interview could not take place there.
Hace exactamente hoy 3 días fue a mi casa
3 days ago, a known police official came to my house and threatened to beat me, he says. That tells you that Fidel is dead, but nothing has changed and things are worse. Molina says he's been detained some 40 times in the last 2 years, working with a government opposition group called Cuban Patriotic Union. We recounted some of our recent conversations with Cuban citizens who've told us they feel perfectly free and protected by the revolution. In reality, the people here don't know the concept of liberty, said Molina. They live in conformity because that's what they know, what has been imposed on them. Government critics here say police have increased surveillance on them during the week of tributes to Fidel Castro and the cross-country procession carrying his ashes to Santiago. I don't understand, he says, why you would respect a man who doesn't respect a human being or respect the dignity of his people, someone who has played with the sentiments of its people. I want to make very clear, there was no one who ever tried to stop that conversation that we had last night, but there were signs of what they call the harassers. It was very clear to us that there were people revving motorcycle engines right in front of us all of a sudden. People, a man in particular who had come by and just sort of wouldn't let us alone, was very friendly, wanted to talk and interrupting us. And then when we ended the interview, they all went away.
You know, interestingly, as we fast forward to talk about tonight's rally at 7 o'clock, very similar to the one that happened in Havana, having public spectacles is something that was certainly a part of the legacy of Fidel Castro.
Absolutely. Yeah. Fidel Castro was all about theater, and as he comes back to his final resting place where it all began, the theater is in full effect.
And you did a story yesterday about propaganda, or, you know, to be fair, public relations. Even Fidel Castro said himself, never waste a minute to have a good public relations campaign. And so we saw on Cuban state-run television, and we continue to see, at least until tomorrow, that it's Fidel Castro all the time.
Yes, and when it's not Fidel Castro here, we understand it's programming about the government, for the government. Yeah. It's programming with messaging that they want Cuban citizens to see. I think the word propaganda, it's sort of a pejorative sometimes,
yeah,
but I read that Fidel Castro absolutely used that word propaganda to talk about what an important tool it was for him.
And speaking of the propaganda too, we had someone walking around handing out leaflets to us yesterday in the press center with some of the propaganda talking about El Bloqueo.
Yes, in English, I might add, and so definitely targeting the press who speaks English about the blockade, the U.S. embargo on the United States being a crime against humanity, were the words that they used.
And the blockade started by President Dwight Eisenhower, then carried forward by President John F. Kennedy, and has been in place since 1961. A lot more coming up from the main plaza here in Santiago de Cuba, the mass rally taking place at 7 o'clock tonight. On behalf of Glenna Milberg, I'm Calvin Hughes. Nikki and Todd will send it back to you.
Thank you, Calvin, and thank you, Glenna. We look forward to your reports.
And stay with Local 10 News for continuous live team coverage from both Calvin and Glenna. They're going to bring reports from Santiago de Cuba throughout the weekend as Castro's funeral services do draw to a close.
And remember, you can also take us with you live. You can live stream us on your laptop or your smartphone. We'll also be updating local10.com with all the latest information as the day goes on.